Hello everyone, here we are with the Sakila assignment. This assignment is going to conclude our learning of SimBI. We will have here two parts. First part will be model part, to handle with the model, to perform some steps and manipulations over the data. The second part will be to create a dashboard using some reports and visualizations. So Sakila database is database of the Sakila company. Sakila is a movie rental company. The company's CFO wants to review the company's performance and examine the impact of movie categories and demographic data on sales. To achieve this, you have been asked to create a dashboard that will help the management to get an overview of the store's performance. Alright, so the first part will be the model. Load the Sakila tables, each table provided as a XLSX file. So load the Sakila tables into models in SimBI using the Google Sheets load step. Create the following models and manipulate the data as specified below. So we can see here our scheme of the tables. We are going to have four models in the beginning. We have the customer, which is a combination between these four tables. We will have the store and the staff model, which will consist of these two tables, including also two additional tables. You will see that. We will have the film, which is a combination of these tables, and we have the rental and payment model. Alright, so for the customer model. First, we have to join the customer, address, city, and country tables. After it, we'll have to add a new column for the full name. The full name is the concatenation of the first name and last name. Make it looks good, add space between the first name and last name, and this will be the full name. After it, we'll have to add a new column for the email domain, and also a new column with the name Active Desk, which will contain the description, yes if it is active and no if it is not active, the customer. So this is for the first model of the customer. After it, we'll have a model of the staff and store. So first of all, we'll have to join the staff and the store tables. After that, we have two additional tables that contains goals of profit for the two stores. These profit goals are found in two tables separated by years. So first we will have to perform a union between these two tables in order to create one table with all the goals for all the years. After it, we will have to add an aggregated column which will store the average goal profit for each store. You can also try to think here if you have any ideas how to do that in more than one way. For the film, we will have to join the data from the film category, and language tables. Rename columns, so title has to be film title and description has to be film description. After that, you will have to add a new column with a description of the length of the film, which means if the length of the film is lower than 75 minutes, so the description should be short. If the length is between 75 and 120 minutes, so it's supposed to be medium, and for longer movies, it's supposed to be long, the description. After this, you will have to add a new columns that will be a flag or indicators for each spatial feature, and it will be 1 or 0. For example, if we have in the movie behind the scenes, so this column should be with 1. If the film doesn't contain behind the scenes, so this column should be 0. I will show you from where you have to take this. So here we have the spatial features, and you can see that we have here a list of the spatial features. We have For example, here we have trailers and deleted scenes. For this movie we have as well trailers and deleted scenes. For these movies we have deleted scenes and behind the scenes, and etc. Rentals and payments model. This should be a join between the rental and payments tables and also the inventory table. Add a column to calculate the rental time in hours. Add a column which will be is returned, also is 1 or 0. 1 if the film was returned, and 0 if the film wasn't returned. Then filter out data related to staff ID 3 from rentals. You will be able to see that in rentals you have a couple of rows that related to staff ID 3, and here we are told that staff ID 3 is for demo data. So we will have to filter out this staff ID 3. And finally, we'll have to create a final model. I remind you that the idea in SimBI is to create one long big model which contains all the data. So here in the final model we will have to join all the 4 models we just created. Then delete irrelevant columns, stay just with the necessary columns. And finally we will have to add a step that will insert the results of that final model into a table. After you will perform that step, you can also disable it so that it won't take a lot of time each time you will want to run this model. Alright, these are the tasks for the model part.